I mean, it's called a Sentry because it's purpose designed to look after you, and the amount of control, confidence, speed and fun they've pulled out of a 2K budget is just insane.
My name's GuyKesTV. I've been testing mountain bikes professionally for over 21 years, and today I finally get to tell you about a bike I've been gagging to unleash on you for ages. The brand new Calibre Sentry. 150mm travel, 29er, full-on enduro weapon.
I mean, obviously the headline news on this Sentry is the spec you're getting for 2K. Lyric RC up front, 160mm travel, Deluxe R, long stroke shock on the back, full NX Eagle, Guide RE brakes, some of the most powerful brakes you could wish for, WTB wheels, high grip, heavy duty carcass, so full on enduro spec. And with that Guy Outdoors discount card, £2,000, which is just ridiculous even compared to some of the online manufacturers offshore. But obviously you got that backup of buying it from a UK shop, plus you don't have to wait around, go in and get one straight away. And arguably the Pro version is even better value. It's got Lyric RC2 fork and Super Deluxe coil shock with Eagle GX for £2,800. You can hang whatever you want off a chassis, but if the chassis ain't right, then it ain't gonna ride right. But this bike is about way more than good value. The shape of it is just superb. 64-degree head angle, 76-degree seat angle, 487mm reach, 1263 wheelbase, so crazy stable. This is exactly the shape a modern enduro bike is supposed to be. And what's clear is how well Calibre have got this bike dialed. The riders themselves, Mike and the Calibre team, you know, these are guys who hit the Alps and Whistler for their testing, race enduro in the UK, and it shows in every corner, every lift, every landing. This bike is totally dialed, just so stable and settled. And it's not just priced brilliantly for a starter enduro bike. The shock and fork simplicity makes it super easy to set up too. And it might only be a simple Deluxe R damper, but guys from Calibre have got it so sorted in terms of the kinematic. Starts off leverage ratio about 2.7, drops down to 2.16. So natural progression in there. I mean, I'm running about 25% sag, a little bit less sag than you normally might do. Hovering on putting a volume spacer in there. Nearly gone for that a few times, but it's so controlled, even in stock form. I haven't actually needed to yet. And the fact there's no compression lever or adjustment on the rear shock means it's actually got better high-speed oil flow than the more expensive, more complicated shocks. So it's genuinely smoother. And that Yari does so well, keeping up with the back end of such a capable bike. I mean, there are moments it could do with a little bit more compression and rebound subtlety, but for the most part it is so controlled, and structurally the stiffness is just inspiring. It's such a good bike to get rowdy on, regardless of cost. And that's the thing, as soon as you hit the first set of berms and drops, you're going to completely forget you've saved an absolute fortune, because you're having an absolute blast. Yes, there are some cost compromises. It's 16 kilos all told, because 2.5 kilos of that is these tyres, and those tyres are a bit wooden and they do roll slow, but they're really, really tough. You can run them low pressures without worry, and they're really good value. And because it actually pedals so well, it's really not a massive issue either. Yeah, for sure, it's not going to pop and accelerate as well as a lighter bike, but with a lighter set of wheels and tyres, I've tested it with carbon wheels and a lighter set of 2.6s, and it immediately feels a lot more dynamic and agile. So the wheel pack is definitely the upgrade route to go. And it's external cable routing, which saves a bit of money, but the actual frame feel, the damping on it, is absolutely superb. Certainly doesn't feel cheap in any way, shape or form. The smoothness and control Mike and RockShox have pulled out of this deluxe Airshock is stunning enough, but riding it with the super deluxe coil that I've nicked off Mike is absolutely insanely controlled, and you're getting that as standard on the Pro Spec bike. And this NX crank, even though it hasn't got a through axle, feels absolutely fine. But it's the handling of this bike, the poise, how controlled the back end is, how well it slides and drifts. That's what makes this an absolutely astonishing bike at whatever price. So much confidence and control, well past what you'd normally regard as the ragged edge. I mean, this really is right up there with the best bikes in its category. Just keeps on gripping and charging. Yes! Oh, the grip is outrageous. Yes! Whoa! Oh, I cannot believe that just hauled me out of that. That pushed all my rings to the limit. That 800mm bar, 45mm stem, short offset fork, give it amazing agility, and it's even got really nice grips. Something I've had to go at Calibre for in the past. The boss rear is definitely skinny for a 2.4. The shape means it breaks away a lot easier than the front, making a really good cornering fuse when you properly push it too far. The lean angles and the speeds you can carry are just outrageous. Slide the tyres, send stuff. I'm riding all of this blind, but I've got doing it with so much confidence. This Sentry is just absolutely phenomenal. Hitting everything, full gas. Who cares about the, it's got brilliant brakes. You hardly ever need them. It's just so controlled. I am getting away with bloody murder here. I bloody love it. I mean, I'm always a sucker for an underdog bike. And of course, this is the same design team that brought you the benchmark setting Boss Nut Triple B, which I've done the Snowden video on. But this bike is just insane. It's a whole new level. You're gonna have so many people having such a good time on this Sentry. Thank you, Hamsterley. Thank you, Calibre, for sponsoring this video. They think my opinion is worth listening to. Hope you do too. Oh yeah. Calibre Sentry, you absolute beast. Thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking. Subscribe to my Patreon channel if you want more exclusive content. Watch the tech walkthrough. Watch the interview with Mike where we talk through the mule frames and the development process. Watch Calibre's own videos. Watch a load of other review videos on it. But I guarantee you, I've been talking to all the other reviewers on this, I guarantee you one thing. They will all be saying, this is the best way to spend 2K if you want absolute flat out fun on a mountain bike right now. Calibre Sentry, so sorted for the money.
that at a 2K budget. It's just insane.